Hi, my darlings. Hi, my loves. It's your girl, Queen Lisa, and I'm in the building. I'm sorry, you guys, about the pause. I was trying to fix me some coffee while I gave y'all a chance to get up in here. But let me go ahead and get the introduction to all my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat. If you do like the content that's being shared today, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And without further ado, we're going to jump into this energy. I'm about sick and tired of being sick and tired behind whoever the fuck this is. And while I was doing this may come off as harsh. I don't know how you gonna perceive it. It made me happy on the inside, if you ask me. But don't judge me. Judge your mama, ho. So, but for some of y'all, this is your mama. This very much so is your mother that's getting ready to pass away for the wrongdoings that she has done. Some of y'all, she's gonna pass away in jail or prison. She may try to off herself because she can't handle the pressure of the punishment or the repercussions of her actions. You see what I'm saying? And where my quote unquote happiness came from was that it was from a sense of relief. Like, as I was flipping these cards, I felt the relief. It wasn't happy as malice. It was happy as the battle is over. The battle has been won. I have been saying this over and over and over again. You and this particular individual cannot exist in the same realm and both be successful. They will always continuously attack you no matter what. You see what I'm saying? And God allowed it to happen for the extended period of time that it did, because you had to learn the warring that you two went back and forth. That you guys had, were going back and forth with each other. It made you who you were. And it showed you who they were. It prepared you for the world, and it prepared you for it prepared you for the entities that you were going to run up against. It was like, for the way they treated you, gave you the blueprint on what to expect to come. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have high aspirations. You didn't trust people. You kept people at a distance because you like, if my own mother would treat me like this, why would I allow anyone else to get close to me? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it made you cold-hearted in a way that people couldn't try you because there was no love there where they were trying to hurt you. So they couldn't hurt feelings that you didn't have in that particular area because you were deprived of that. So you didn't know how it felt to feel for a person like that. So when people tried to try you in certain ways and didn't get the reaction that they were expecting, or got just what they was looking for, you feel what I'm saying? You gave them people their issue. You helped straighten that shit out. You gathered they ass the fuck up. It was just, they called you heartless. They said your heart was hardened, but it was like, it was none of the sort. It was just, you can't give from an empty place. I can't give a fuck about something that I never gave a fuck about. I don't know how to do that. You see what I'm saying? Not saying I quote unquote don't know how, but it ain't there. It's not a natural reaction. You feel what I'm saying? So these people trying to condemn you, make you feel some type of way because you ain't naturally reacting the way they feel like you should naturally react to somebody provoking you the way they've been provoking you and doing to you the things they've been doing and mistreating you the way they've been mistreating you. It ain't no quote unquote natural reaction for no bullshit like that, bitch. You get what you get. The fuck? It's just like this one time, I'll never forget it. I was in, 9th grade. And I was on my way to wrestling practice because I wrestled from 8th grade to 11th grade. So I was on my way to wrestling practice. I was stopping and talk to my homeboy and his girlfriend. They both played basketball and shit. Our school was so big, had 2 gyms. So they was in the main gym. I'm on my way to the auxiliary gym or whatever. So boom. This stupid ass girl walk up on me talking about, oh, you talking to my man. And at that time, I wasn't into dating. I was into sports. I was in ROTC, and I ain't really have time for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure myself out, figure out which way I wanted to go. And I was just invested in my extracurricular activities. So long story short, the bitch swung on me, miss. Why you do that? Why you do that? So I gave her just what the fuck she came for. Her issue. You feel me? And because I beat the shit out the damn girl, her friends and whoever seen it, you know what I'm saying, became offended because they were like, oh, you ain't have to beat her up like that. You didn't have to do her like that. Excuse the fuck out of me. What is you even talking about? How you going to sit up here and tell me how I should have whooped somebody's ass? I didn't think there was rules to ass whooping. You feel me? Like, if someone comes up to you and physically assault you or attempt to physically assault you, I never was told that there was ramifications you had to stay within when it came to defending yourself. Unless weapons was involved. And there weren't no weapons, just straight hands and feet. That's it. Fist to cuffs, that's it. So that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, you can't get mad because you bit off more than you could chew. You didn't get the type of reaction that you was expecting. It shocked your ass into reality. It has you looking around, clutching your pearls like, oh, I got jumped and shit. Damn, and it won't but one person. That's what the girl said. She went and lied to the principal, told the principal I jumped ass. They had to go and run the cameras back and say, no, 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 now. That was just one person now. That was just one person. Even the principal told her, you need to choose your battles wisely. You can't just run up on people like that and think nobody ain't gonna do nothing to you. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what a person's going through. You don't know what type of day I had. And then you try to assault me and you missed. And you're making me late to practice and all such shickety-kickety. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell nobody how to whoop ass. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you initiated the ass whooping. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what these people are trying to say to you. And I'm just like, what are we even sitting up in here talking about? How can someone tell you how to react to the abuse that you suffer at the hands of someone who was supposed to love you? How are they going to tell you how to react to the abuse that you suffer at the hands of someone who was supposed to love you and pour into you, but purposely deprived you of the very things you needed to be successful and meet your milestones? These people made you miss out on important milestones in your life, deprive you of certain things, did not support you when it came to certain things because they didn't choose you. And you're like, hell, I ain't choose you either, but technically you did because you needed to learn specific lessons. But at that in the moment, you like, bitch, I didn't choose you. I ain't choose you to be my auntie, uncle, mama, whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to choose to mistreat me and beat me and abuse me and whatever the fuck you feel like doing. You don't get to treat me like trash. You don't get to treat me like a rag doll. You don't get to do none of that shit. You don't get to do that just because of how you feel about someone. You need to go see your therapist. You need to go see somebody about that and talk about your feelings and get your feelings out, because you committing crimes. Because you can't go around abusing motherfuckers just because you feeling some type of way. Your ass gonna end up dead or in jail. And that's a straight fact. So I really see it as punk ass behavior, because you using your relation to an individual to say, well, I can get off on this person and they ain't gonna do shit. I could bully them into being quiet because we relatives, you know what I'm saying? Families stick together, blood thicker than water type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where all that, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm stretching. That's where all that shit where it came from. Oh, what happens in this house, stay in this house type shit. No, that's a motherfucker. That's bullying. That's abuse. That's emotional extortion. You feel what I'm saying? Weaponizing their love, weaponizing their support. They say if you do this or you say that or this and that and this and that, then I'm gonna pull back. In an area that they already ain't even giving, in an area that they already depriving you of any fucking way. So it's just like the mental upheaval that was caused, the mental, hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. But yeah, it's like they trying to weaponize the little bit that they are giving to you to keep it. It's just it don't make sense. They're trying to extort you and bully you all at the same time for you to accept their behavior, deal with what they got going on, and shut up about it. You better not tell nobody. If anybody find out, you better say you did it to yourself, or stupid ass shit like that. You better shut your mouth. This, that, and this and that. But you like, I shouldn't have to live my life like that in silence. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this person's pride, their ego, is what caused their fucking fall. They was too concerned about putting this love spell on your ass to take your ass out that it ended up backfiring and taking their ass out. Now the family got to figure out how they gonna bury them. Some of them raising money, having fish fries, all kind of stupid ass shit like that right there. They try to raise money to bury this motherfucker because they did not take heed to the warning when they was warned about leaving you alone, backing up off of you. Yeah, they was told they was on the wrong path. What they was doing was something they should not have been doing. You see what I'm saying? And they just kept right on. And when they would run up into failures, quote unquote, meaning that they weren't able to get the job done or something backfired, they sent out some magic, it backfired, it didn't happen, and now they mad about it. That's what was fueling their fire. Like every time they sent magic out to you and you were still able to be successful, you were still able to succeed, what they were doing to you wasn't what they were sending out to you wasn't affecting you. Instead, you were getting recognition, you were getting reward for your merit, your wishes were being granted. They were forced to sit back and watch you be successful. It's like this person died of a broken heart, a heart that they broke themselves. Like they broke their own heart trying to compete and compare with their own child because they felt like their child stole their thunder. They felt like their child could not be better than them. You can't be better than me. I am the end all be all. I gave you life. Like, this was one of them type of parents that, oh, without me, you wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for me, I gave you blood. That's my blood running through your body type shit. Like, this person really thought too highly of themselves. They really thought they was God. Like, and it's like, they know you in ways other people don't. They know things about you that other people don't. You've shared personal things with them because, again, the role they play in your life. This is your parent. So certain things you talk to your parent about, you wouldn't necessarily talk to the general public about, or your general family members. It's just certain things between you and your fucking parents. They disrespected you by making that motherfucking bond and going around telling your motherfucking personal business to friends, families, and foes. Because they wanted to always have, they want everybody to always backdoor you. They always wanted everybody to beat you to the punch. They always wanted to have you in a situation where everyone around you always had one up on your ass, always had some ammo to shoot shots at your ass, always had something in the clutch to fucking throw up in your face to try to derail you, defame you, or throw you off or crash out, because they knew if certain people repeated certain things, they knew that you would know that it came from them. And sometimes they didn't give a fuck. They went right and told those type of people, so they would come and say it just so you would blow up on that person and then come back and try to blow up on them. And then, you know what I'm saying, they want to say you crazy because you like, I wasn't the one who said it. I didn't do it. And you know they're the only person you told that particular piece of information to. Even if they weren't the one who regurgitated the shit back to you, weaponized the shit back to you, you know what I'm saying, try to hurt your feelings with your mishaps or whatever, they still told your business. That's why you end up circling back around to their ass at the end of the day, because they the ones who told your motherfucking business. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you didn't bring it back up in my face and try to hurt me with it, but you told my business. Yeah. Yeah. See, they want to stop you. They didn't want you to have no kids. They didn't want you to have no successful business opportunities and nothing. I'm telling you, the reason this person is the reason why you aren't a millionaire right now. You should have been one a long time ago. I'm hearing some of y'all as teenagers, your early 20s, y'all should have been successful, should have been millionaire, should have been took off, but you couldn't because of this person right here doing this stupid ass shit right here, throwing magic, being hating, because they knew because of the way they treated you, you weren't gonna fuck with them. That was the whole thing about it. They knew because of how they treated you, you wasn't gonna fuck with them. So, yeah, they tried to keep it from you and harbor it for themselves. They tried to steal from you and keep it for their motherfucking selves. They wanted your success for themselves and they didn't want you to succeed or prosper. And this is supposed to be your parent, quote unquote. They want to use that shit so bad, so much. Oh, I gave you life. What the fuck does that mean? You trying to take my life. By trying to take my abundance, block me from my blessings, all type of fuck ass shit like that. So, I mean, let's really talk about it. What did you really give and what are you really taking? Yeah, and at the end of the day, they mad because you still you still was successful. It may have took you a little longer to reach your point than what you did, but you reached it. I just heard your mother didn't want you to have kids, had kids, and so she put out magic to make you suffer with your kids, to cause you upheaval, to make sure you ain't had no money to take care of your kids, put you in a situation where you always had to be begging somebody to help you take care of your kids, put you in a situation where your child's father, their side of the family, would abandon you and you just be the only one responsible for them kids. Nobody would help you take care of them kids. Even with her type of help, She always helped you how she wanted you, which was not help. It was detriment. Everything she fucking did made the shit even fucking worse. And saying, well, that's all I could offer. Well, then don't offer shit at all. But I want to help. I don't need your fucking help. See, that's your problem. You don't want what people want to give. You want what you want because what you want to give is not conducive to what the fuck I need. It's not what I need. So I don't want it. So no, I'm not going to accept this fucking help because it's poison. It's going to make my situation worse. That's what I'm hearing y'all say. Stop trying to fucking force it's like they trying to force you to believe that the shit that they doing to fucking make your situation worse it was not done out of malice. It was done out of pure help. That they just so loopy and so doopy they just can't see how what the fuck they doing is more detrimental than it is fucking help. It is a curse rather than a blessing. Then when you don't tell them about your struggles and you just figure it out on your own, you get back on your fucking feet, then they want to then they mad again. How did you do that? How did you do this? Well, why the fuck you so mad about it? Why are you so mad that I was able to accomplish this goal? Why are you so mad that I was able to succeed past this fucking checkpoint? Why is you mad that I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing for my motherfucking kids? It's like they hate to see you not fucking struggling. They hate to see you not depending on something or someone the fuck else. They hate to see you doing it on your own, getting out the fucking mud with no fucking help. They wanted you to be a welfare project, bitch, have a project welfare ass babies. They didn't want your babies to be smart, successful, beautiful. They ain't want nobody to give a fuck about your children just the way nobody didn't give a fuck about you. And it was the total opposite. Everybody was praising you on your mothering skills, praising you on how you raised your children, praising you on how mannerable your children are, praising you on your children's intellect and how smart they are and how far along they are, and saying, ooh, asking you for helps and tips and shit on how they can implement that shit in their motherfucking household, how your children act, how your children respect you, how you were able to spoil your children and not even knowing you balling on a fucking budget. The amount of money they think you spending, you ain't even spending that amount of money because you out here, you know what I'm saying? Again, balling on a budget. And they mad at everything you do, every success you have in your life. These people are mad. They're jealous. They're envious because you were not supposed to do it because they had put things in place to prevent you from doing it. So the fact that you're still doing it after that, outside of that, is pissing them off because they're like, how? Who's helping you? The Lord. Now they're battling with the Lord. Now they're beefing with God because God chose you. God has favor over you. God loves you. God has never turned his back on you. And they mad about it. What the fuck you mad about? Just because you don't like a person don't mean you could put your misery onto that person and cause this person to have a miserable ass life just because you don't like them. It don't work like that. For some of y'all mothers was witches, your aunties was witches, you was born into a family of witches and warlocks, and you were simply sent in to destroy their ass, and they knew. They knew that. They knew you was an Autobot sent in to destruct this coven of motherfucking Decepticons and ruin their motherfucking plan that they was trying to implement to stop a fucking chosen one from fucking reaching their fullest potential. And that's what it's all about. That's what anger and all that shit is all about. That's what they're really mad about. Because they couldn't stop you from being successful, no matter what they did, how much magic they thrown, and now they're paying the price for the shit. Like I said, they sitting out here having GoFundMe's and all these motherfucking cookouts and shit to raise money to bury these motherfuckers because they fucking dropping so damn fast. Before they can get one in the motherfucking dirt, here they go again, getting another phone call, having to identify another fucker body because somebody else being found. Somebody else done turned up the fuck dead because God not playing about you. Your ancestors are not playing about you. They being told these people to leave you the fuck alone. They being told these people to leave you the fuck alone. Quit being haters. Quit being jealous. Move on around out your way. Let you do what God has called you to do and don't intervene in divine business. But they couldn't help themselves. They just had to keep the shit going. They just had to keep this shit up. They had to do it. Because again, they tapped into your divine business with no permission, went and seen a motherfucking practitioner, a divination abuser, that gave them classified information that these people was never supposed to find out about you. which gave them, you know what I'm saying, which really fueled the fucking fire on their ass to keep attacking you the way they attacking you and keep doing what they doing to you, because they say if they can't have it, you won't have it. And if they can't stop you from getting it, they're gonna make it hard for you to obtain it, to the point where you'll just give up on yourself and say, hey, I ain't gonna try no more. Every time I try, this is what happened. I'm tired of trying and failing. So with the respect to that, I'm just gonna give up. And you never did. You never gave up on yourself. It just made you work even harder. They didn't understand that just because they didn't believe in you, just because they had it set in their fucking mind that how they felt about you was true, and you know what I'm saying, they had the power. Once they convinced themselves they had the power over you to control your destiny and your outcome, baby, these people never let the fuck up. And whoever told them that lie is what, you know what I'm saying, who is the one who opened up this rabbit hole that everybody jumped down and can't nobody come the fuck back from. Everybody is being is succumbing to their fucking actions against you. Yeah, they ain't having no fucking good time. Yeah, in April, they trying to stop this shit from happening in April. But yeah, it's happening. It's motherfucking happening. Whether they want to agree to it or whatever, it's happening. It's fucking happening. They can't stop it. These people is making me itch, honey. My eyes is itching. My ears is itching. I don't know what to say about these people. I'm about to switch decks because I'm tired of talking about them. Because, I mean, they got me itching like I'm having an allergic reaction. I'm allergic to the bullshit. I told y'all that. I'm allergic to bullshit now. And this is a hot pot of bullshit, for real. Some of y'all mothers are lesbians. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah. And see, you know how those type of people is. Meaning, they little isms and glitches and tics that they be having. One minute they fuck with you, the next minute they don't. They so wishy-washy and flip-flop with their feelings, and whether they fuck with you or not, they think that shit is cool. They think that shit is funny. Having a motherfucker up on pins and needles, up in arms about whether or not they fuck with them. Like, they make it seem like they the prize. Like, oh, if you don't fuck with us, you ain't shit. If you don't fuck with us, we're gonna destroy you. You know how they're weaponizing that culture. And that's what your mother's trying to do, weaponize it against you. She's sending you that homosexual energy. She's trying to turn you into a homosexual. She wants you to be like her, live behind a stereotype. You feel what I'm saying? Be something that you're not in order to get away and do whatever the fuck you want. And you're like, you don't have to fucking do that. You don't have to fucking do that. See, what she's doing is pushing money away from her. What you're doing is bringing money towards you. Whether slow and steady wins the fucking race here. It's like she wants quick money. She want to see quick return, like a drug dealer. Like, she want to see what is hitting for right now. Like, whatever she do, she wants instant results. And you willing to take your time. You ain't trying to rush. You trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure this is what you really want to do, how you want to do it. And you don't have no discord going around you, amongst you, between you and your friends, whoever you working with. Everybody's trustworthy. Everybody is trustworthy. You can trust your circle. She don't like the fact that you're working with those type of people. She don't like the fact that you're working with people that you can trust. People that ain't trying to backdoor you. people that want to see you be successful, people who actually want to support you, people who are actually supporting you in every way you need it. You feel what I'm saying? These are people that are making sure that you're getting the job the fuck done. And she's sitting in the background like, who told you to help this person? Yeah. And see, you have peace and harmony around you. And this bitch is a two-faced asshole. She, just because however she feels about you, that's how she wants the world to feel about you. That's how she wants the world to see you. Like, you is not worthy of nobody's time or attention. That's what the fuck she's saying. Look here. We got money or property through, like everything she tried to take from you is being taken from her and given back to you. That stolen inheritance coming back. What's this? Someone would try to make you do something against your will. That shit is coming to an end. She been fucking remote controlling the situation for a very long fucking time, and that shit is over with. You got hidden secrets can harm you. Yeah, hidden secrets are gonna harm her. These secrets that she been trying to that she been holding on to behind your back, it's finna hurt her. You're welcome, Jimmy. You're welcome. Yeah, this shit is finna be over quickly. See, you finna have, you know what I'm saying, longevity. Because you put in the work, you did what was required of you to get the job done. All she get back and try to kill, steal, and destroy your motherfucking ass. So just as quickly as she tried to get you up out of here, is as quick as she finna be fucking destroyed. This shit started in August. I'm hearing you guys try to work on your relationship around that time in August, try to rekindle some shit, and it didn't work out. See, they wanted to keep you tied to your past. They want to keep you tied to these friends, foes that put you in compromising situations. Those friends that really want your fucking friends that's coming back around, want to be your friend again, is because of your mom. They all was helping your mom. Your mom paid these fucking people off because when you would cut her off, she would still need a way to get some of your energy. So she would pay your friends to go in and do spell work against you, so that way she can siphon energy from you. And that's your mom. So people are gonna listen to your mom because they like, oh well, children will go rogue on a parent before a parent go rogue on a child. That's how most people mind think. But when it comes to your mom, no, your mom been a rogue towards you since day fucking one. They just looking at you as a child that's sitting up in here being rebellious and don't want to listen to your mama. And then they keep saying, that's your mama, that's your mama, that's your mama. It's like, you can't tell me how to feel about a person who I physically endured abuse from, and everything that you saying ain't true is true. Me, God, and her was in that room when the shit went down. You can't tell me no different. You wasn't there. And it was like when you kept reiterating that shit, people had to shut up and back up, because they just saying things because it sound good and it's the right thing to say, but it ain't the right thing to say, and it don't sound good. It don't even make no sense, because these people were not there when these things occurred. So the emphasis they had behind that, they couldn't stand on that shit because they wasn't there when the abuse or whatever was being done. Even with other family members, not just your mama. Everybody on the outside looking in, trying to chastise you and tell you how to deal with these folks, how you should handle these folks, just because of relation. And it's like, no, ma'am, you wasn't fucking there. You can't tell a person how to deal with what the fuck they endured from someone when you wasn't there. You don't know the truth. You on the outside looking in. They have a certain perception of this person. So the perception that they have about these people in your family is, you know what I'm saying, deterring their motherfucking common sense to see beyond, oh, well, this is how I perceive this person to be. So I couldn't, you know, think the thought that, excuse me, this is what they're doing. They didn't want to believe it. So they want to try to make you out to be a liar because they didn't want to believe that this person was doing this and that to you because of their persona that they have for the outside world. You know what I'm saying? It was people that believe more so in their persona than their true character. You knew their true character. Fuck the persona. So therefore, when people keep trying to coerce you to deal with these people in a family oriented way, it's like, I'm not treated like family. So how can you tell me to treat someone else that's not treating me like family like family? I'm just supposed to deal with the mistreatment, the abuse, and being treated like I'm not wanted and all this, that, and the third, and deal with it because it's family. When you sit around here seeing everybody else being treated like they belong, like they're somebody, like a decent fucking human being, and then everybody want to sit around and treat you like you don't belong. It don't make sense. And that's why you left the whole, like some of y'all left y'all hometown. Y'all left everybody that y'all know, everything that was familiar to you. You left that shit alone because it didn't make the fuck ass sense. How the fuck you gonna try to tell me how to treat somebody that don't have no respect or love for me, that don't know how to treat me, that don't respect me? Yeah, these people is sad. They feel like it's your fault. You the reason why these people are dying. And you are. You are. Why? Because your ancestors and the Most High don't play about you. They had been warned to leave you alone and stop treating you and abusing you in the manner in which they were doing, but they refused to do so. So these are the consequences of their actions. They refused to listen and take heed to the warnings that was given about how they were treating you, and they insisted upon treating you and doing you however they saw fit. So that's how God is handling them, however he see fit. And he ain't turning them loose. Even when they do perish, their soul belongs to the Lord. And the Lord gonna handle their ass how he see fit. Yeah. See, and this was in reverse. They period of prosperity living off the back of your energy, that shit is over with. It's done. It's through. It's cooked. Finito. And they mad about it. Because they thought they had more time than that. And that's why they're blaming you for the downfall of everything, because the shit's speeding up. Instant karma. The turnaround time is, they ain't even got time to turn around. Somebody got you on their mind. Somebody thinking about you. Don't feel obligated to have to go to this motherfucking funeral. I'm going to tell you that now. Don't feel like you obligated to have to go to this motherfucking funeral, because you're not. You're not obligated. Some of these people may be passing in March. it was like this person, they didn't. It's like God showed them they final destination and showed it to them in November. These people have already been shown they way up out of here, and that's why these people acting the way they acted because they so delusional. They can't accept the fact that their fate is sealed from fucking with you. And they trying to find a way to bring you down. They trying to find a way to, oh, if I'm going down, you going down too, type shit. Like, what's for you is for you. What's for them is for them, period. These people need to get a fucking grip and stop with this fucking make-believe ass bullshit they got going on. These things that they got going on, and they don't believe in that shit. They just projecting that shit because they feel like it's some type of protection barrier. Like putting on sunscreen when you go out to the beach or some shit. No. These people are really scared about suffering from their own hands. Like they are really scared about what's to come for what the fuck they did to you. I'm telling you now. You got a lot of good luck on your side. You got a lot of good luck coming into you. I'm telling you, these people, they reign of terror is coming to a fucking end, period. I'll keep saying that. You won't be the first, but damn sure gonna be the motherfucking last. Yeah, but this fucking rat face ass bitch, she did this all for the money and still left empty fucking handed. I'm telling you, keep your life in balance. I keep seeing this at the bottom of the deck. Keep your life in balance. Because this is going to be hard for you. The passing of your mother is going to be hard for you in a sense of you're going to feel relief from the things that she done to you, but the conversations you're going to want to have, you ain't going to be able to have. All these conversations, all these things you want to say to her, you ain't going to be able to say to her because she's going to be gone. I see some of y'all pulling up to the grave site like, yeah, bitch, now you can't talk back. Now you ain't got no choice but to shut up and listen. And you're going to let it rip on their ass. Like, you're going to have that conversation. You're going to get everything you need to get off your motherfucking chest to this person. Yeah. And then it's like, after you get it off your chest, after you know what I'm saying, say what you got to say, now you're able to enjoy your life. You're able to have fun. You're able to enjoy your life. Yeah, and then you're going to see increase not only in material wealth, but spiritual wealth as well. Like, you just going to see so much increase and overflow happen in your life. It's just going to be like, God, why you make me, right? What took so long? But these people that was living out the back of you, they are in trouble. They cannot get out of what the they still tied up into because these inheritance that they stole from you, they got to get it back. They got to get it back. They're trying to avoid these troubles and accusations. They're trying to hide from this shit. And see, now you're able to, you know what I'm saying, build on solid ground. You're able to see, you're going to see success behind the effort that you're putting in life. Is some of y'all lived a life where no matter how much effort you put in, you never seen success. It wasn't because what you wasn't doing wasn't good enough. You wasn't good enough. It was because the magic, the entities that were hovering over your ass, the shit that was put on you was sent towards you to block your ass. That's what was holding you up. It wasn't you. It was the unforeseen forces that was attaching and attacking your ass. Yeah. And see, all these people that believe in your mom, they're disappointed in her now because they didn't know that it was like that. They just listening to her talk about a disrespectful ass child, and and because of how she presents herself. See, they will never see her in her true form like that because you grown. So, if for the friends, if she ain't still friends with the people who was around when you was a child, when she was actually doing this shit to you, anybody who she has befriended as an adult is not gonna understand. They gonna believe her. They're gonna believe her. They're gonna believe everything she's saying because she got the gift of gab. She know how to say shit in certain ways and put certain emphasis behind what she's saying, certain emotion behind what she's saying to get people reeled in, to trap people in. And now that she gone and everybody's telling the truth and they know it's the truth because everybody's saying the same motherfucking thing, they ain't fucking with her. I'm hearing bosses, people she's networked with. The people who she networked with to climb her way up the ladder is the ones that's going to be most disappointed because, again, it's about image. It's about who you hang around. Sometimes it's about what you know instead of who you know. And in this particular situation is what they didn't know about who they thought they knew. That's what fucked this whole shit up. That's what fucked this whole shit up. Yeah, see, you finna get married. You finna get married. You finna get this ring put on your fucking finger. And it's over for all this nonsense. Yeah, great passion. This person gonna come in here and love you to life. You hear me? Love you in all the ways and in ways you never been loved before. Yeah. You're on the road to success now. You on the road to success. You on the road. Everybody else is being stopped dead in their motherfucking tracks. Everybody who coming around with that motherfucking shit, their ass is gonna instant failure. I'm telling you, you're instant karma for a lot of people. But this is your divine union. This is your divine love coming in here. Yeah. And these people have major challenges to overcome because they feel fluked. They feel tricked. They feel bamboozled. They feel like a crime was committed against them because they befriended a criminal. They befriended a monster. They befriended someone who was a horrible person. And they fell for the okie doke. And they want their fucking lick back. Like, a lot of people are distraught on finding out who your mother really was, because there's a lot of people who didn't know who the fuck she was, and they made sure to keep you and whoever the fuck they was trying to impress separate so that you wouldn't tell them who the fuck she really was, so that you wouldn't really divulge the truth about who she really is, because nobody really likes your mother. Nobody. She has to pay for her friends, I'm hearing. She has to pay for people. She has to pay to play. Meaning she got to, you know what I'm saying, invite people out, pay for it all, beginning to end type shit to keep a motherfucker wanting to come around and fuck with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people just looking at her like a lick, like, shit, I'm just going around for the experience. I'm just going around for the money. I'm just fucking with her because she paying for it all. But if your mother was broke and didn't have no fucking money, well, nobody fuck with her. Nobody wouldn't even pay her no motherfucking attention. The bitch would be walking around here invisible. And the only reason why she got money is because of you, because she's stealing your energy. Yeah. I see. One of the major challenges that you are trying to overcome, or going to have to overcome when it comes to your mother, she wanted you to accept her quote unquote valid criticism, which was nothing but blatant disrespect. And that put you in a position to not wanting to be able to put you, that put you in a position where you didn't like people criticizing you because you didn't know where it was coming from, wherever it was coming from, a place of malice, love, or whatever, because you knew how you was because of how you received it on a regular basis from your mother and other people who tried to criticize you. It didn't come from a place, from a loving, caring place. It wasn't valid. It was just blatant. It was disrespect covered in criticism. They're gonna try to tell you who the fuck you is by just downright up and down disrespecting you. Yeah, this bitch wanted you to keep fighting for shit that was broken. They wanted you to keep fighting for and keep chasing behind broken fucking relationships. They wanted you to be broken so bad, so don't know what real love is, not together, distraught, just all over the place. They didn't want you to have control of yourself so they could prove their narrative to be true, because you was all over the place and they could never do it. They could never do it. That's why the shit didn't stick. That's why what they said, you ain't even let them finish their sentence, their statement. You was like, bitch, I ain't going for that shit. You not about to sit here and disrespect me in my motherfucking face because you mad because you can't stop me from being me. That's just that. Period. And that's all it was. It was to break you with her mother. That, oh, my mother said this to me, so it must be true. And, oh, my mother so hurt because my mother thinks like this of me. You could give a fuck. That's what you told her. Yeah, you can stop this conversation right now. You can just shut the fuck up because I don't care. I ain't listening to nothing you fucking saying. That's your problem. You don't listen to nobody. You don't want to hear what nobody got to say. Sometimes if you just listen, you can learn something. Bitch, I ain't learning shit, but the fact that how disrespectful you is, that's it. Period. Dot the end, bitch. I don't want to hear shit else you got to say. Tell somebody else. Matter of fact, go tell one of your friends what you trying to say to me and see if they feel like that's something appropriate that you need to say to your child. That's the whole thing. Like, she would never show people how disrespectful she was. She would never let people see that demon that she showed you. And she always wanted to be the victim. I just can't parent my child because everybody else raised my child. My child don't know me and I don't know my child. We just can't get along. Well, the bitch is purposely putting herself in that situation. She purposely is committed to not fucking understanding you. She's purposely committed to fucking always taking everybody else out over you. No matter if you is dead the fuck ass right, she gonna stand dead wrong on your ass. Like, well, no, I ain't supporting you. No, I don't agree with you. No, you wrong. Even if you're right, nope, you wrong. Just because I don't want to say you right. No. You a little touched. You slow. You handicapped. Something wrong with you. Yeah, we know. Talking to you like it was such sarcasm and such fucking, like how you talk to a person who really is slow. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't want to make her feel some type of way. So you be like, yeah, you know how you go along with people and shit like that. That's how they try to do you, like, coaching you along. And I'm like, child. See, these bitches was lacking, just pure tea lacking all the way around. Didn't have an ounce of what you had within you, and that's why they wanted to break you and take it from you. But see, your intuition kept you abreast of what these people was doing, and you got the fuck up out of there. Yeah, in October, when these leaves was falling off the trees, you let it was like how trees were shedding, you were shedding too. You were shedding all the shit that these people did to you, all the fuck she gave. You was just shedding it all. So when God brings you back out, when the new year come in March, they're not going to know you and you're not going to know them. They're not even going to be able to say they know the old version of you, because your change and your evolvement is going to be just that fucking radical. People going to recognize you, but not recognize you at the same time. I recognize that face, but I don't want to say the person's name that I think that match that face, because it's just something that's so different. Now I can't put my finger on that. I can't just just stand on. They can't say, "Oh, I know that's so and so. I know that's so and so." They don't even know you no more. They don't even fucking know you. You can walk right past these people and they wouldn't even know the fuck it was you because your energy changed that much. Your energy changed just that fucking much. Yeah. And again, the situations that you got to be careful how you handling is the situation with these fucking people, these broken motherfucking people, because your family gonna come to you and try to make you feel like you obligated. This funeral, you ain't obligated to shit. You ain't got to go no motherfucking where. If the will got something that belong to you, them people will reach out to you. Them people will contact you. They like private investigators. They will find you. If a will is being left onto you, court documents, they're going to find you now. They're going to look you up in the system. They're going to find you. Even if it's an old motherfucking address, they're going to find you. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. Yeah, this has been a long time fucking coming. This ending has been a long time fucking coming. Y'all been waiting on this shit for a long time. So it ain't a shock to none of y'all. Y'all just ready to get it over with. Yeah, just ready to get this shit over with. Shit, if it was up to you, this shit would have been over a long time ago. But we on divine timing, so. But see, you're stepping into position. You're stepping into your role. You're sitting on your throne. And the position in which you're taking over within the family, the respect that you finna get from your family, the way people finna fuck with you, it's all up to you how you allow these people to access you. Now everybody want to all of a sudden fuck with you. Okay. Keep it very militant with these people. Very much so militant, need to know basis, period. Keep your feelings in check at all times. Don't let these people into you. You see what they did the first time when they had fucking access to you just based off relations. You see what the fuck they did the first time. You see what the fuck they did the first time. Don't let them do that shit again now. Yeah, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to muddle your thinking. They're trying to have you so overwhelmed with the passing and with, everybody want to come back around and reunite. And then everybody want to be so emotional. Keep your emotions in check. Remember who the fuck you talking to. Look these people dead in their face and be like, not Miss, not Mr., not the motherfucker who, I know you ain't, let me move. Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck you need to be thinking and thoughting and saying about them motherfucking ass. Because what? Yeah, these plans is gonna be unsuccessful. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers is trying to come for your success. They're trying to come for your newfound foundation that you just built with the Lord. I'm sorry, yeah, my finger just started hurting. I was trying to make sure it wasn't nothing in my finger. That shit just started throbbing out of nowhere. I did take the damn nails off last night. I got my fingers so. Anyway, here I come. Yeah, they're not gonna be successful in what it is that they're doing. They're gonna They see they got these lawyers and shit. They got lawyers and shit trying to plead and defend their motherfucking case and shit. Trying to say, well, it was on paper that this person was X, Y, and Z. See, that's why they put you through all that shit when you was a child, had you on medication, had you all in therapy, had all these people tied to your ass, had all these people all up in your motherfucking business and shit. So when this day come, they can quote unquote say, oh, well, it was documented and it was this and it was that. But that shit was a lie. That shit was a motherfucking lie. Because they're going to look at how that process is supposed to go when things like that are true. And it didn't go like that with you. It didn't play out like that with you the way it was supposed to play out. If what was being reported was to be true, it was certain protocols that were supposed to be put in place, certain procedures that were supposed to take place. Shit was just supposed to be handled differently, and it wasn't. They just put the shit on paper, but the action behind what was put on paper was never taken. And that's what's going to get all this shit looked at and combed over multiple times to where people can find the falsification in these fucking documents. Because they're saying if this was to be true and it was to this fucking extent, why the fuck was this not done? And why the fuck was that not done? And why was it just on paper? Why was nothing physically done? Why was not the appropriate action taking place for this to be handled in its proper ramifications? Because it wasn't true. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was okay with putting shit on paper because they didn't feel like they were going to have to answer for it because, again, everything wasn't looked at under a magnifying glass back then. It was easier to get away with just putting some shit on a piece of paper and have a motherfucker sign off on the shit just for fucking beneficial purposes. You feel what I'm saying? That benefit fraud and all that shit was a thing, a big, gigantic scheme back in the motherfucking days, and it was kept quiet. That's why, if you paid attention, it was always some type of somebody, it was always a special child in the family. 1 or 2 or 3, maybe kids that had some type of special mental malfunctioning. It was like you could see them being coerced to act a certain way. It was like it was a whole play, like shit was playing out here, and you were like, that motherfucker ain't slow, bro. That motherfucker ain't slow like everybody said they slow, bro. Like that motherfucker, no. It was like y'all, the children who won't slow, that was looking at the child that was slow, y'all was like, that motherfucker ain't slow, something ain't right. And if as a child, you could pick up on another child faking the phone, what you think gonna happen with the adults? Because again, it flew with the family and the friends of the family or whatever the case may be, because everybody had to play the game as the game went. So if anybody was happened to be watching the family, they would see, oh, well, this child does have a mental defect and this and that because look at how they're behaving, quote unquote. But the behavior wasn't enough. It wasn't matching what was being put on paper, because the intensity of that pen stroke and what was being said on paper, certain actions should have been taken. Certain things should have been put in place. You should have been removed from that household. You should have had certain care put in place. You should have had certain workers coming in, working with you and doing certain things with you. Certain therapies and shit should have been put in place with you instead of just, putting a Band-Aid on it with AKA just putting you on medication just for the shit to go through and say, well, we take proper ramifications because we put the child on medication. That's not good enough, because what you saying the child was doing and all this and that and the third, the child should have been in the facility. They should have had a one-on-one worker. They should have had this. They should have had that. So they might have stepped it up a little bit. They might have put you on a short bus or put you on a cab, put you in behavior classes, had you with a one-on-one teacher in school, certain things like that. So that if it was the paperwork had to be combed through, they would see certain things on the surface that would make them stop and say, okay, we don't need to go any further because we see the basics being met. So we don't need to go no further. But no, it's something about this particular court case. And for some of y'all, for your parents that's gonna perish, these are the one when I said in the very beginning that your mama or your whoever for the past in prison, because they gonna have that day in court. They gonna answer for this fucking shit. They gonna answer for this shit. They gonna go through this shit to the motherfucking T. They gonna go through this shit to the standards for today. Not back in the day, but for today. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're gonna say this is still the foundation of how all this shit is to be looked at. That's the ramifications of that, of them handling it like it's on the level of today's society. Because the foundation of it all shouldn't have changed. Maybe rules and how things are done, and you may have a little bit more on this and a little bit more on that, but the basic dip on the motherfucking chip remains the motherfucking same. And that's where everything gonna go fucked up at in the courtroom. Yeah, seek out information that will help you. Yeah, again, I feel like you're gonna be self-representing yourself, because, like I said before, some of you have already took it upon yourself to get a private investigator, or you went to these apartments of social services and shit like that. If you were in foster care, schools you went to, or whatever, some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, you was able to summons your school records for when you was in these behavior classes to see what was going on in these IEP meetings and shit like that. There, all kinds of things. You feel what I'm saying? All kinds of things. So you already did the work that they haven't done. It's like you're going to be passing out copies of documentation they didn't even know motherfucking existed. And that's what's going to fry their motherfucking ass. You're like, oh, that's a copy. You can keep that. I made multiple copies because I knew that this information had not been presented. I knew you weren't aware of this because of the emphasis you were putting on the information that you already had. It was like, oh, yeah, I can see you're missing certain pieces of information. Let me help you out. Let me provide that for you. Oh, we need to go to a recess. We need to take a lunch. We need to review this and see how this is going to affect the case. Now, yeah, it's like you're presenting groundbreaking information in these court cases that is going to nail not only who is in the courtroom now, but people who should have been there that ain't there. So this case is going to go on for a while because people are going to be getting reeled in as motherfuckers are getting shipped off. Here come the next wave, and here come the next wave. It's like this person going to jail. But they're going to say, okay, we want to call so-and-so to the stand because so-and-so is involved to so-and-so. Like, motherfuckers is going to have to come and answer for what they did. They're going to have to answer for what they did. And they all going to be on that same bus getting shipped off together. It's like, with your mama being caught, everybody got caught. Everybody who was her friend to the end, everybody who supported her, even the ones who went against her. Anybody who had anything to do or any knowledge of what the fuck your mama did to you is going to have their day in court. They're going to have to answer as to why they did not call the proper authorities or report it to the proper authorities about what the fuck was going on. Why didn't you report the shit? You was around, roommate, living in the house, however they was around or present at the time in which the abuse or whatever was happening. Why didn't you report it? Crimes were being committed. Why didn't you call the police? Why did you help this person hide this incriminating evidence? Why did you help this person clean up the scene? Why did you protect this person? Are the questions that they're not going to be able to fucking answer. Yeah, we got vulture here. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Yeah, that's how they try to make you feel to keep you from fucking pursuing your fucking truth. They wanted you to believe that you were going to be attacked. You were going to be taken out. People were going to do something to you for pursuing the truth. And it was just the opposite. They wanted to scare you away from the truth because if you found out the truth, all of them was going to jail. And that's just what's happening. They're going to jail in hell right the fuck now, right before your fucking eyes. Ooh. Yes, your family is in sorrow because of your success. Because again, like I said, your success is causing their fucking demise. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Exactly. The doppelgangers. The doppelgangers is going to be the key point to the fall. These people who acted like they were you and went to court for you. Some people got married in your name. Some people showed up as you in court to receive your inheritance. These people faked your motherfucking death. They falsified death certificates on your ass. Oh, they ass is grass. And this mammy of yours want to be stubborn and gon', you know what I'm saying, stand on her truth until they take her motherfucking ass out. Somebody's dealing with the older person. I don't know who that is. We're going to sit that old man up there. And we'll get back to him in a minute. We have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. See, some of y'all are pastors. Y'all went to school. Y'all went to the school, divinity school, to properly be acclimated to be able to walk the walk and talk the talk. And those credentials are going to be very vital to your testimony. Is what's going to solidify the truth. Because I'm hearing you're not going to be a regular pastor. You're going into this divinity as a spiritual practitioner, pastor. So because you're going into this on the spiritual portion of this, on the spiritual, I don't know, I'm trying to say on the spiritual end of being a pastor, you're not going to be looked at as how pastors are being looked at now, as, you know, doing it for the clout and this and that. They're going to be like, oh, well, this person doesn't have church per se, but they may have, you know, you may have sister circles or brother circles or, you know, things of that nature. Things that separate you from the riffraff, if that makes sense. Yeah. Control your anger, you'll be sorry. Yeah, don't allow, because I'm telling you, they're going to make a spectacle of the courtroom in a sense to where the judge is going to not want to even hear anything. The judge is going to cut this shit short with some of these motherfuckers who's going to be called to the stand because of the debauchery that they're going to try to bring to this courtroom. And the judge is going to tell them straight that you're not going to make a mockery of my fucking courtroom. You're going to come in here and present the facts and talk about the facts, or I am going to dismiss this case. I'll be damned. So that's why the Lord is saying, don't be mad. Don't be quick to anger, because your anger ain't going to do nothing but put you in a bad light, make you look like you're guilty or whatever. Or just don't, while you in court and while this court case is going on, don't, let it be known or be seen that what's going on in the midst of this trial is getting to you. Yeah, don't let it be known. Don't break character. I'm just saying it. Don't break character. Some of y'all will be going to court in September. And your honor And respect will be given to you. Not necessarily given to you, but it's gonna come to you as the result of this court case. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But yeah. So your respect and your honor is going to be restored with the results of this court case. Excuse me, let's see what's going on over here. Again, another obstacle, another blockage, how they tried to set you back, how they tried to hold you back. Yeah, because they didn't want you to take risks. They wanted you to be scared to live your life. They wanted you to live your life in survival mode. And you won't listen to that shit. You took the advice from a wise person and your wishes came true. Someone came and saved you from the distortion of your family. Somebody caught you when you wasn't around your family and they poured into you some wisdom that shook the very foundation that you stood on, and you started standing on the wisdom that they gave, that they poured into you, and it brought your wishes true, especially when it came to your family. I'm hearing that's how some of y'all was able to have babies and your baby's not been touched by your family, meaning the dark magic they were sending towards your children while you were carrying them, it didn't touch them. You had healthy, beautiful children. Nothing wrong with them. They might have been a little spicy, might have been a little bad, but it wasn't nothing that you couldn't handle. You feel what I'm saying? Meanwhile, their children is being born with defects, life-altering defects and shit, and things that can't be fixed with therapy or, you know, a little medication for a short period of time or whatever period of time. None of that shit. Ain't nothing can save or change the fucking defects that their children is being born with. These are life-altering, forever change. Defects they're gonna have to live with for the rest of their fucking life. They having handicapped ass kids while you over here having beautiful, healthy, strong gods and goddesses. You giving birth to gods and goddesses, and they giving birth to riffraff. You see what I'm saying? Because of the treacherous things they did to you. They tried to harm you. Some of your family tried to send harm towards your children in your womb. And for some of y'all, some of the ones who did the shit, it didn't come back on them because they passed childbearing age. So who did it affect next? The next generation, right? They grandchildren. So now they can't even go out and partake and have fun with their grandkids because the children hooked up to all kind of monitors and shit and do all this and doing all that. Can't even fucking enjoy their grandchildren. And for the ones who ain't bedridden and who ain't hooked up to monitors and shit like that, they brain fucked up. They really is fucking slow. They really do got mental handicaps. Their children really is retarded. And they refuse to get their child help because they want to just say, oh, that's just how they act. And ain't nothing wrong with that. And you sitting here looking at your kids. And you sitting there looking at their children. And you said, bitch, something wrong with that child there. And then, no, they just need the extra love and extra care. And then they go into spoiling the fuck out the child, to cover the child, to coerce the child, and cover up the shit until the child become an adult. And then when the child is adult, then they want to sit back and say, well, damn, maybe I should have got my baby some help. My money couldn't buy their mental state. You feel what I'm saying? My money couldn't fix what the fuck I was trying to cover up. So maybe I should have, instead of wasting money, I should have put it in the right places to getting them the help that they needed to try to help them the best they could. You know what I'm saying? Stabilize them the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? No, they didn't want to think about that. They didn't want to do that. They just wanted to be dumb and they wanted to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And look at y'all now. You feel what I'm saying? Look at them now. Look at how they suffering now. Look at how they keep trying to sweep shit on the road. The road is exploded now. Mother can't even walk on it. Mother got to walk around and say, that sure is a nice road. Yeah, don't step on it. That's what it is. Because if the first person who step on the bitch, the whole shit gonna just explode and everything just gonna fall out. Child, I reckon. Hold on. But yeah, fuck these motherfucker cackamamie ass people. I mean, I just heard this older man. This is y'all granddaddy. That's why granddaddy was put up above all this, because he's watching over you and all this. This is your mother's father. Yeah, triumph over trouble and obstacles. Yeah, he the one making sure that you get your justice. He the one that's making sure you get justice because he disappointed in your motherfucking mama. He is disappointed in the way that how she treated you and what she did to you. Because even though he might not have been the best daddy to her, he ain't never treated her like that. And for her to, you know what I'm saying, coerce other people to join in and treat you like that. How dare you? How dare you rally up people to go against your own creation, to go against your child? It's bad enough you doing it. Now you need cheerleaders and you need goddamn people to gas your ass up to get the job done. You a weak punk pussy asshole doing some shit you know you ain't got no motherfucking business doing. Why would you do some shit like that? That's what I'm hearing your granddaddy say. Your granddaddy cussing your mama out in the motherfucking spiritual realm. Like your granddaddy, if he could reincarnate for about 10, 15 minutes, he would spend that whole time whooping the fucking skin off your motherfucking mama. For real. I mean, beating the skin off this hoe. Yeah. But it's time for this shit to be over with. It's time for all of this shit to be over with. Yeah. You need to take a vacation. This shit was so overwhelming. This court case gonna take a lot out of you. If you ain't already initiated this shit, you ain't already made it to court it's going to be tumultuous. So make sure you got your smoke together. You got your nice plug. You feel what I'm saying? You got your face regiments. Get all your regiments in order because you're going to need it. Because if you don't, you're going to be walking around looking just like what you're going through. Hell. You go ahead and get your shit together. So when this stress start creeping up your ass crack, you got just what you need to keep that shit at bay. And to keep yourself looking flawless. Keep yourself in check. Keep your health in check. Keep your hairline. Keep the grays away. Keep the stress away. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're protected from negative forces that's outside your control. Meaning all this dark magic these people been throwing on you behind your back, you protected from that. Yeah, your ancestors ain't playing with these people. They is upset. Because they knew what was going on, but now they in a different realm and they can see it from a different perspective. Oh, they is hot. Do you hear me? They is hot. They ready to beat the fuck out these motherfucking people for rising up against you like that. Betraying you like that. Playing with you like that. Playing in your face like that. This dark-skinned man here. Who is this? Another man here. They want you to lower your standards because they're trying to steal your motherfucking position. They're trying to steal your position. And they trying to be slick, but they ain't got the skills to accomplish this shit. They ain't got the skills to take your ass out. They ain't got the skills to pay the motherfucking bills around this bitch. This is a traitor. This is somebody that's hooked in with this whole motherfucking tribe of people over this motherfucker who rallied up against you. But your man be going down in jail or out of jail. But she is not going to receive a damn fucking penny for this shit. She ain't going to get no more access to you, the spiritual realm, nothing, Nathaniel. It's over. Yeah, these people try to steal your career and thought they was going to be successful with that shit. Yeah, they thought they was gonna steal your motherfucking career, steal your motherfucking ideas, steal your motherfucking energy, and thought they was just gonna roll out on your ass with that shit. No. See, that thinking and thought and don't pay off. That thinking and thought and don't never get you nowhere, but it further in fucking trouble looking stupid as fuck. But their asses was froze in position. Yeah, and see, everything they try to take from you is being given back. Everything they did take from you is given back. They're reaping karma for touching what did not belong to them. God's just saying, just keep yourself, like I said, keep yourself together, keep your regiments up, stay healthy, stay prayed up. Keep yourself looking good. Take your vitamins. Meditate. Keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself in place. Keep yourself where you need to be at. Don't allow these people to manipulate your energy and have you all feeling all kinds of ways and shit like that. And I know y'all like, why the hell she got shades on in the house, honey? I just woke up not too long ago. Matter of fact, I got out the bed, got myself together, and jumped on here. So my eyes ain't ready for this bright ass light sitting over here beside me. So that's why I got these motherfucking shades on. But yeah, don't worry about these motherfucking folks, honey, child. Please, these people ain't going no motherfucking where with this bullshit that they fucking doing. Just know that. Hey. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna eat me a little breakfast, little lunch, brunch, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm finna eat. Shit, I'm finna go eat. And then I'll be back with y'all a little later. I thank you guys for stopping by and spending time with your girl. And until next time, my darlings. Peace. Hey, Nina, look. Not you gonna come in at the end of the reading or say something at the end of the reading. I'm about through with you. Where you been? This whole reading. All right, baby. I'll be back. I'll be back up here about another hour. I'll be back up here about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Yeah, Nino, I'm gonna whoop you. You supposed to be up in here. You just gonna say something at the end, I'm through with. But all right, my darlings, my loves. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Yeah, I'll be back up here about 2 o'clock, so I expect to see you then. All right, y'all. I'm gone now. Peace out.